Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Inshallah, I just wanted to talk about an important concept in the Quran, which is the concept of ghafla. And inshallah, next time maybe we can talk about the cures of ghafla. The beauty of the Quran is any concept that you think of, whether it's righteousness, whether it's salvation, which is every faith claims to have salvation, whether it be what is bad, what is good, it's all defined in the Quran. And so also as far as heedlessness, this is the concept of heedlessness. This is described in the Quran, and it is mentioned many times as the word ghafla. And the opposite of that would be taqwa. Right? So we've heard a lot of taqwa, but there's also ghafla, which is the opposite. So I wanted to just remind myself and everyone to obviously, alhamdulillah, people who are trying to make it for Fajr and Isha and most of the prayers have already, covered some of their ghafla by, not giving themselves excuses, getting up. But there's many of the Muslims out there who are sleeping and who also need our push and our da'wah, because ghafla is all around us, and it literally takes a couple of weeks of laziness before your lifestyle changes. So this is a consistent effort. And ghafla is something that's very dangerous. There's a surface level ghafla, and then there's a ghafla at the second level, which I'll talk about, where it gets a little bit more dangerous. And then there's a third level of ghafla, which can take a person out of the folds of Islam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة معرضون. This is talking about when our day will come, the day of judgment. And for us, when is our day of judgment? For a human being, when is the day of judgment? Death, right? The moment you die, that's it. There's no coming back. So we don't know when the day of judgment is, but for us, we know that the day of judgment starts as soon as we pass away. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that people would be not expecting it, and the time will come. The time of this account has approached for the people while they are in the state of ghafla. So many of the people, they would wake up trying to go to work, just a normal day, and that's the last day of their life, and they will find themselves to be in a state of ghafla. And another place Allah says, وَأَنذِرْهُمْ يَوْمَ الْحَسْرَةِ إِذْ قُضِيَ الْأَمْرُ وَهُمْ فِي غَفْلَةٍ وَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Now, here's the second level. You notice at the end it said, غَفْلَ وَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. So not only were they neglectful, but they also did not believe. So there's a connection where it gets to a level where that continuous ghafla, laziness, and more of heedlessness, as they say in English, leads to disbelief. Allah says, and warn, O Muhammad, on the day of regret, when the matter will be concluded, and yet they are in a state of heedlessness, and they do not believe. So there's a connection here now. So inshallah, this could be a whole khutbah topic, but really quickly, the first type of ghafla is a minor ghafla. And for that, Allah says, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. What we're doing right now, inshallah, this removes our ghafla, right? So this is, most of the Muslims will go through this. It doesn't matter how religious we think we are, but shaitan is always working. And so there's gonna be this type of ghafla all the time. And for that person, you just need a quick reminder, a hadith, a Jummah khutbah, a lecture, and they wake up and they go right back into the better version of themselves. The second is a complete ghafla, or second is the ongoing or repetitive ghafla, which is a person who's living a life of sins. So it's not just something that requires a reminder, but they might need to go deeper into Islam, remove their doubts, and increase their fear and taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, they're going to continue to commit sins, and this kind of ghafla becomes repetitive. And the third type of ghafla is complete ghafla. Even at this point, we can't call that person a disbeliever because only Allah knows, right? We have no right to declare a person a disbeliever, but this is where the danger zone is, and this is what happens, right? We wonder, why did this person leave Islam? It didn't just happen overnight. It was a process. There was minor ghafla, and then there was a repetitive ghafla, and eventually this person leaves Islam. And for this person, as long as they say La ilaha illallah, we have no right to say this is not a Muslim, but Allah knows best, there could be a problem with their aqidah. In this ghafla, their worldview changes. And they might not just say, yes, I am really lazy to pray and I need to get to prayer, but instead they might be saying, why do I need to pray? Right? So the question changes, the worldview has changed. So may Allah protect us from this type of ghafla and catch ghafla right from the beginning of its inception. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر جزاك الله خير السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته